You know, some people could say Mercedes is unreliable. Well, if it is unreliable, all it might need is just, it might need a little babying.
Are you okay?
Give it a hug.
You know, it's okay. You're gonna be all right, you know?
It's a foreign car. It's not from here. What do you expect? I can't stress how fast it feels. Like, see that car took off first? But it's pretty quick. I let the other car go first. This thing is pretty fast. Like I'm saying, you know, the 6 seconds, yeah, just saying it out loud. Yeah, okay, 6 seconds. Yeah, that sounds slow, but it picks up quick. It feels quick. It feels like the sports sedan that it is. Like, well, we can switch a lane right here. Show you guys, just give it a little gas. It's not even me. Hey, what's up, Star Status? In today's video, I got the C300 with me. Don't worry, the S Coupe is still on the page, but now I'm be bringing content of both these cars. You know, they didn't see me last week because I was in my other Benz. But before we get into today's video, you know what we gotta do. Let's get some angles.
Got a full tank of gas in my E-Class Benz. I caught the S600 through the AMG in. Mashing up the block, they can't see through tents. Why my G-Wagon gotta be so dipped? All I ever wanted was a brand new Benz, so I could ride 4D, just me and my friends. I used to be flat broke, now I got ends. First thing I did was go buy me a Benz.
All I did was get a bite of the bag, now I'm swimming with the sharks. Take a look, it ain't a game, Vive win and check the chart.
Hey, what's up, Star Status? It's 3D the Rap Star, aka is the Benz Man. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram, and it's the Benz Man. That's ITSTHEBENZMAN. Follow my Facebook Reels. Just type in David Benz Man. And so to all my day ones or people that's just watching, you know I do got another car. I got the S Coupe, and that car is gonna remain on the channel. This is just gonna bring some more Benz content to the channel. But with no further ado, let's just get right into the video. So off top, the first thing I want to talk about is why you need to see this. Before you buy a C-Class, it was like my S-Class. I went into it kind of blind, not really knowing, you know, what to look out for when you're getting it. But all I seen was these seats. So for number one, I'm just gonna say package. I mean, not package, options. Well, or you could say packages, because this one comes with the, so first of all, it has the AMG Sport, it's the AMG Sport AMG line. I don't even want to say AMG package no more, because it's not even just a package. They actually call it an AMG line. So what that does is give you an extra piece on the bottom. You get the extra lower. So you know, it is essentially a kit, but that's not all you get. So you go to the inside and you got the AMG pedals, the AMG mats. So it's much more now than just calling it a kit. It's actually a C300 AMG Line Mercedes. But also, if you're wondering like, hey, did you wrap that? This is not wrapped. That's the night package that's on this one. So just think, that's why I'm naming it option. So also you get this in here. I spoke about it on the first video. If you guys didn't see it, of me getting this car, you may want to go back and watch it. But I talked about how this is black already. All my subs know I always have a hard time trying to get this black. I always want to black it out over time because it's that standard color. It's not even chrome. So you could black this out, or you could just switch the grille altogether. But I gotta say options, because if you are wondering why some of them look different, that's why. So this one has, like, that's the main three options I kind of wanted when even getting the C-Class. The night package, the AMG line, and the red seats. You're not really gonna find one specced out like this. You're just not. They're kind of rare. You know, it came with, look at these tires. Oh man, what kind of tires are these? Pirelli P0s. So that's why I wanted to say options, because I don't know if you're going to find, you may could find one, you know, AMG Line, Nightshade, but it might not have the red seat. So that's why I said options. Know what you're getting. Look for what you think you want in the car when you get a C-Class, because, you know, they'll sell you one without the kit and be like, oh, okay, that's good enough, which it is good enough. That's why I say it's always what you want. And that's why I said before you buy one, you got to watch this video, because remember, you can get one that you might like. Why does this one look so sporty versus another one? You know, look at that panel, you know, rooftop. I had to leave that open. The C-Class has really stepped it up, and I stated it before, it doesn't start with the C-Class anymore. It's the A class, then the CLA, and then the C class. And so what did they try to do with the C class? It's basically a baby S class. It's just toned down, you know, made look sporty, a little smaller. And what do you get? You get an overall good looking car. And I don't even know why I numbered it. I think I always start off videos numbering them, but it's not really the number. But one thing is, know what you're getting, because the C class, you know, you will see a lot more on the road driving. Like I got my S Coupe because it was rare. I love those cars. I barely run into one a month. These cars, you know, you drive them, you could run into about, if you're on a freeway, maybe 6 a day, probably more. But you don't get a C class because it's rare. You don't get it because, oh, I want, you know, what it is for is like a commuter car. It could be your only car, just a good car. It's just a good all-around car. And then again, they do have a 4MATIC. This is not the 4MATIC. And then, you know, they got the C43 and C63. Okay, miss me on that. I don't really care for AMG. I stated it before. I love it if you love it. I'm not saying I don't like it. So the AMG fans don't grill me, because I do like it. But as a daily, as a luxury car, as a smooth car, as a like a, you know, a compact size car, this is the one I want, because it looks luxury. It looks luxury and sporty, and I don't need it to be that fast. But no knock to AMG. I love AMG. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the size of the car. Know that this car is not big. This is not really a review. This is just a kind of like, before you buy it, kind of know what you're getting. So the car is not really that big. You know, it's like a compact. It's probably a little bigger than what a compact car is. You know, I'm about 6 feet, maybe, you know, 5'11", 6 feet on a good day. So if you just look, my hands, I'm right here. And this is me comfortable in here. You know, I got plenty of room as the driver. Leg room in the back. Let's go sit back there and see. This is my driving position right there. That's how I drive. So if you got somebody else in the back that's probably the same size, look at the space. You're not gonna have that much space. But if I was to get in, if somebody was to get back here, I would move it up so they could have space. And look, I'm struggling. But these knee things come in handy, and I'm comfortable back here. I would just tell the driver, can he move up just a little bit? And I would be comfortable. So there is room. So it is a smaller Mercedes, but it's not the smallest. So that's why I say know what you're getting, you know, when you get a car. If you want something a little bigger, you might want an E-Class. If you want the all-out full-size car, you will want an S-Class sedan. But for what it is, this thing is nice. It's fast. I said it again, you know, it's rated at 6 seconds, but it feels faster because remember, I'm coming from an S-Class. I'm an S-Class coupe owner, and I've driven many S-Classes. My bros had many, and this is not a bad car at all. I actually thought it would be a little bit worse because people want to talk, oh, it's a C-Class, but it's not the C-Class of old. That statement on the C-Class don't mean nothing, because that used to be when, oh, okay, the C-Class was the starter car. Oh, it ain't that good. Benz is, you know, it's a affordable, cheaper kind of car, which it still is. It's like a, you know, alternative to getting something else, but it's still better than your daily Camry or your daily Accord. And how do I know I have a Camry? So comparing them, both nice cars, but nothing comes to the engineering of a Benz. It just don't. And where this thing takes the cake at, you know, over, let's say, a Camry, this thing can park itself. It has the 360 camera in here. It just got the amenities and the look of what you will want in an everyday car. And another reason why I say you got to watch this first is because we was going to get a 2018 CLA, but it was just too small. You know, the back swooping roof line cuts more into your headspace and leaves me with nothing. And this one, I have headroom. And okay, the 2020 CLA is nice. It probably look a little sportier than this. It's really, really nice. Don't get me wrong, it's really nice, but it's just a little small. You know, the C-Class, they did get a little bit bigger in the back. You know, it did get a little bit bigger, as it's not the entry level car no more. So it did get a little bigger. So that's why I said, you know, watch this first. If the A-Class is gonna be your smallest, and then you're gonna have the CLA where it looks sporty, but it's really not that much room. You know, it compromised for the looks like the CLS did. But then if you want something that's, you know, more baby S-Class, this is your car, the C300. They got the 4MATIC available, which is all-wheel drive. This one is not. But I kind of wish we would have got the 4-wheel drive, you know, when it rained, but it doesn't really snow where I'm at, so that's a good thing. So I still love this car, you know, without it being 4MATIC like my S Coupe, but it's a lovely car. So that's what I said. Also, you need to know, you know, what model you're getting. Do you want an AMG? Do you want this look, but do you want a faster one? Do you want you know, a C63? Do you want this look, but do you want the fastest one? Well, like I said, me, I'm fine with this one. So that's why I said before you buy it, you know, watch this, know what you're getting. This is more just a standard Mercedes-Benz. That's more on the luxury side. And you know, this thing is powered by 241 horsepower inline 4. How did they pull this off? You know, a lot of inline 4s, they got a certain feel. You know, it kind of got that, when I drive my Camry, they got a same feel. They got a certain, like, almost make the car feel like a go-kart. But I can't really say that because I'm coming from an S-Class. But driving this, the S-Class feels so heavy compared to this thing. Feel like you can whip it like a go-kart. This one does come with the, you know, the Burmester sound system. And that's why it's AMG mats in here, because this is an AMG line. It is a such thing. I know some people say, oh, it's just a kit. But now I'm starting to understand why people, I know everyone's going to clown for this. But I understand why people put AMG on the other side, because it is a C300 AMG line Mercedes. I mean, I wouldn't put it on the other side, but that's what it is. I mean, have y'all ever seen the Audis? The A5 literally right here says S-Line. It clearly says it. So maybe people wanted something right here again to say sport. Some of the C-classes used to say it back in the days, but maybe they wanted it again, or maybe they could come out with a new badge maybe right here that says AMG Sport for those of people that want it. I mean, I don't care for it. It doesn't do nothing to me, or for me, it's just a badge, but I love AMG. And like I always said, if I could get an S63 after having my 550, I actually would. So maintenance, another thing that people do and will like to know about. Maintenance is fairly reasonable on this car. You know, they actually say you can go on Google, look it up. But it falls, you know, under the mediocre category, which is not bad. You know, I think they said the average car on repairs is about $761 a year, and this one will be like $790 a year. Don't quote me on that. That's not exact numbers, but I'm just stating that it's not that bad than getting a traditional Toyota and all that, you know, with the right service, with the right maintenance done. And I say that because a lot of people buy Mercedes and sometimes can't afford the upkeep, and then they claim that they're unreliable. They're not really unreliable. It's just they're gonna get a bad rep because the upkeep from it. It might require a little more baby, and you might gotta pamper it. Oh, are you okay? It might need a little bit more pampering. That's it. Hug it. It may be all it needs for the maintenance to be good. It just needs some love. And so I stated it once, and I want to state it again, that, you know, this is a car you will see on the road, you know, a lot. But if you're a person that don't care about that, then, you know, that's not one of your problems. But I have to throw that out there because coming from an S Coupe, like I already said in this video, which I don't see, you know, you see these way more. But it's not a problem because these are nice cars. Now I'm seeing what the hype of the C300 about. And I hope people watch this video that even have an S Coupe or an S-Class or a CL. Watch this. And if you're looking for a second car or whatever, you should know that this car, I just wish the seat belt came to me like on the S Coupe, but you know, the door is literally right there. But another thing I do want to talk about, this door is so light. Like, watch this, I can barely, and the door opens like just that easy, and it dang near closes just like that. This wood was a very nice touch. You know, it's like 3D wood that you can actually feel. Seats, so just know what you're getting when you're buying a C-Class. You know, it's not an S-Class. Know what model you want to get. Know that it's not the most room, but it's more of a driver's car. You know, BMW probably is a little more driver car if you get the 3 or 4 series, but this is nice for a luxury amenity. You know, it feels better than my Camry. You know, I wouldn't lie. It feels better. It turns better. The weight distribution feels better, and that's why you buy a Mercedes-Benz. So that's why you get one of these cars. They're a really nice addition. You know, I got a lot more videos, a lot more S Coupe videos coming up. So, you know, thank everybody for watching. Signing off, Benz Man.